Hey, how y'all doing? Today I'm going to be doing my first playthrough of Prison Architect on patch 25. So let's just quickly run down here. This is the first episode. And basically I skipped the whole kind of beginning building process just to kind of quicken things up because I thought it would kind of be boring to just show you guys me planning this, playing where I'm going to put stuff, how big everything needs to be. That takes a lot of time and, that's not nearly, it could be very boring for some people to watch. So I decided to cut that out and just really, just start where the fun begins, and that's keeping the prisoners. So let's just run down what I have done so you're up to date. I have completed these grants to build this, basically, so just basic detention, administration, prison, maintenance, and visitation rights. So that just, basically allows me to build all this and be able to fund it. So, and I'm currently working on cell block A grant, which is going to be this, and security procedure certification. So, and for some reason, I'm not really sure why, but in this latest patch, there's been a really annoying audio glitch where whenever you move the mouse, it makes like the sound of when you construct a fence. So I kind of had to disable audio for right now until they fix that, because the game was basically unplayable with that audio glitch, because it was extremely annoying every time moving the mouse and you would just hear the sound of a fence. So, I had to do that. So you're just going to be hearing me. You're not going to be able to hear the audio of the game. Hopefully they fixed it soon, because I really do like listening to the audio of the game, and I do not like playing without it. So we're gonna have to make do with what we have and just go on. So just furnishing these cells here to accommodate for these 12 prisoners coming in 6 hours. So just finishing that up. Plumbing and electricity. Okay. So for these prisoners, minimum security, nothing fancy. Pretty easy regime. I'm really thinking about not even honestly doing minimum security prisoners, because they really don't provide you anything, and they're like medium security prisoners are honestly not that much harder to keep. So I'm thinking about actually changing that, because even though this is the first time I've done this kind of build with the like open, more of an open setting. Before I would have the entire prison would just be basically just one structure, and I decided to go against it for this one and see how see how spreading stuff out would how that would work for me. So let's get some lights over here, because it's pretty dark. Put some lights here too on the walkway, and this is just basically paving stone so they can walk faster. So pretty simple prison, common room, visitation center, yard, the whole shebang, holding cell and all that stuff. This is actually something that I saw and I really wanted to try it out. Basically, I thought it was kind of cool, having it gives them a little bit more privacy, especially in the holding cell, where in your own cell you get the privacy of your own toilet, but in the holding cells you don't. So wanted to go with that and see how that worked out. And to be quite honest, I can run some normal risk prisoners. I don't really need I say that now and before a riot occurs, but I do believe I can probably maintain some normal risk prisoners. Plus, it's probably more interesting to watch normal risk prisoners than a bunch of basically harmless minimum security prisoners. Now, they added the reputation in on patch 25. If you are if you stay up to date with the patch, they added in, you know, good bit of stuff, armed guards and such. They kind of revamped the whole. Yeah, none of these guys have reputations. I don't know if I need like a someone to be able to. I don't know if I need a special like staff member or something, but I mean, I have a psychologist, so I'm not really sure. But yeah. So basically, apparently some prisoners have reputations, and based on these reputations, they do different things. Like some prisoners are more likely to cause a fight. Some are, you know, more likely to like snitch or something. But you know, we'll see how it goes. I've never actually first time playing on this patch, so we'll get to see what happens. So let's start throwing on some jail doors here because these are all ready to go. If these guys could hurry this building up, that'd be great. They added in like a schooling system where prisoners can now like join classes where they can receive like education and drug rehabilitation classes, and you know, kind of cool. Some new added features, definitely necessary because you know, before people were able to you know, without reputations, before people were able to just run prisons, you know, there's prisons I've seen where people were able to run it for like 48 hours straight with no issue. You know, they could just leave it on all day and never have a single problem, which, you know, they didn't really intend for in a, you know, in a prison game. You know, you're supposed to, you know, these guys are prisoners, you know, they're obviously going to try to act out, and so they're trying to add a, you know, add more of a, I guess you know, they're trying to add a way of randomizing the game where, you know, it's not as clear cut, you know, because you are housing people and people are unpredictable, and, you know, I guess they're trying to emulate that with this reputation thing, and, you know, which is, I think, is a great idea because before when I was playing, that's kind of why I, you know, stopped playing for a bit because it got kind of boring. Once you had a well-running prison, you were just able to run that, you know, run that crap forever. And this should change that up at least. So with these new prisoners coming in, let's hire a couple more guards. And it says I need to hire 10 guards for this grant, but do I really need 10 guards? I guess so. Alright, I just want to complete the grant. Alright, so we need to, part of the grant is you need to assign 3 guards to patrol routes. So we can have a patrol route patrolling the common room, and we'll have a patrol that goes from here into the holding cell. Alright, there we go. Completed the grant. So we got a good chunk of change in our pocket right now. 45 grand, pretty good. So these new prisoners should be coming in any moment now. 24 minutes. And yeah, we have this. Oh, you know, we could have we'll just assign. What the hell is this? Why is that separate than everyone else's? That's very strange. What's going on with that? That's odd. I guess that's just a glitch or something. I'm not really sure why that's its own building, per se. I mean, it's the same as everyone else's, but... Alright, so, new prisoners are here. Let's see if we can find any with a reputation. Anyone here who has a reputation? Oh, here we go. Strong. The prisoner hits harder with each punch during fights. Oh, that's interesting. So this guy is, I guess, is stronger than the rest. Stocile. Or Stocile. The prisoner will not become suppressed when locked in solitary. He really doesn't care. Okay, interesting. So he does not care about getting locked up. Well, that's kind of cool. So little things like that they're adding in the game, I think, are really making this game better. And what I like about this too is you can section off. Like, I don't want all medium security here, and I just want min sec here. You know, segregate them so we'll have the, you know, the worst offenders in here, and the, you know, kind of the people who are in here for, you know, smaller charges will be able to serve their time with people like themselves. Okay. Let's bump this meal quality up to high, because if you feed the prisoners well, they'll be happy in the long run. And the happier they are, the less problems I have to deal with. Now, we have 8 here. 8, 9, 39 available spots. Ooh, we had 20 prisoners coming in. Just barely not enough room in this holding cell, so I might have to throw a bed down or build another cell block, which I might do. My plan is to make the min security prisoners actually be my labor force, because you know, they get less angry at, you know, having to do work, and so, and also I think it's a better choice for the min security people to do the actual labor, because they are able to, like, get their hands on weapons easier when they're working, and I think the minimum security people will be less likely to, you know, steal some weapons and actually use the weapons than some of these medium security prisoners. So let's check out how the new guys are settling in. Doing pretty well. They're a bit hungry, so our regime, they got free time, and then they have a double meal block here, where they'll be fed very well, because, you know, we like to treat our prisoners nicely if they're going to stay here. So, the pathing, interesting that they do not want to take the path. I wonder why that is. Well, this guy does. Because I'm pretty sure they walk faster on this path than they do on the dirt, so I assume that the pathing would want to, you know, take them off that. So, you know, if we only need another small... What the hell is this? Well, I'm not really sure why there's a toilet out in the middle of nowhere. Typical prison architect for doing that, you know, just randomly placing crap all over the place. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put grass all around here. Actually, let's just make this. Oh, wait, can we not? Oh, I guess let's just make this all grass here. It's pretty expensive, but should look nicer. I think it actually makes the prisoners happier if you, like, give them a better environment. And plus, you know, I like to make my prison look a bit nicer. Alright, so the prisoners are getting a bit angry. They are wanting food, and they get food right now, so that should be no problem. They should just be happily able to get their food here. Okay, good. We should have one guard stationed in the canteen always. All the prisoners are being fed, so that's good. And low security threat right now. Everyone's pretty happy. So this is looking pretty good for the first, our first intake of prisoners, all going well. pretty happy about it. I'm actually really enjoying this new kind of layout that I have, where it's, you know, a lot more open and not just all clustered together, you know. And I think that's actually important when you, for the long run, to have a, you know, more separated prison, because when you get a bunch of prisoners all together, they like to clump up and clog walkways, and this allow, you know, they have plenty of walking room, and you know, however big this prison gets, I think it'll be able to handle the influx or handle the volume of prisoners. So I wanted to make this like a kind of like a little track almost, so we can make this gravel. Just add a little bit something to the yard, make it a bit more interesting. And I wanted to add a tree. Okay. Little gravel track for them to run around on. Okay, everything seems to be running pretty nicely, actually. Oh, that's what I wanted. We needed a trash bin, there we go. Let's get a trash bin out here for this position correctly. Just place them right here for the kitchen, so they don't have to run all the way out there. They can just put them out there. Install a bin. And yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be the first episode of this new series of mine. And I'm hoping to basically this series is just gonna be as long as the prison goes. So, you know, however long this prison successfully runs for is however long the playthrough series is gonna be. So I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I'll have that out shortly. Thanks for stopping by.